Before it became a galaxy-spanning empire, Star Wars, A New Hope, was a risky gamble, dismissed by studios, doubted by executives, and nearly buried by budget overruns. But what started as a scrappy space opera from the mind of George Lucas became a cultural revolution that changed cinema forever. You may think you know the movie that launched a billion-dollar franchise, but trust us, you haven't heard it all. From the hidden origins in Flash Gordon and Japanese cinema, to bloopers that became fan lore, from Harrison Ford's humble start as a carpenter to Carrie Fisher's accidental British accent, this video uncovers the lesser-known, wildly fascinating, and sometimes bizarre facts behind Episode 4. Whether you're a Jedi Master or just starting your journey in the Force, these 30 facts will blow your mind, make you laugh, and give you a whole new appreciation for the film that started it all. Hit play, because this is where the real Star Wars story begins, behind the scenes, beyond the stars, and into the unknown. 1. Inspired by Flash Gordon and mythological roots, George Lucas's childhood love for Flash Gordon serials, with their swashbuckling space adventures, inspired Star Wars when he couldn't secure adaptation rights. He blended pulp sci-fi with Akira Kurosawa's The Hidden Fortress, 1958, using its perspective of two lowly characters, R2-D2 and C3PO, to frame a grand epic. Joseph Campbell's The Hero with a Thousand Faces shaped Luke Skywalker's hero's journey, infusing the story with universal archetypes. Lucas also drew from westerns, like The Searchers, 1956, for Tatooine's ruggedness, and Double Wei Twin films, such as The Dam Busters, 1955, for dogfight sequences. This synthesis, set against 1970s New Hollywood's gritty realism, Taxi Driver, 1976, offered escapist optimism. Fans on X celebrate this fusion, noting how it created a timeless narrative that resonates across cultures, laying the foundation for a saga that redefined cinematic ambition and storytelling. Second title, Evolution, From Star Wars to A New Hope. Initially released as Star Wars on May 25, 1977, the film stood alone, with no guaranteed sequels. The 1981 re-release added Episode 4, A New Hope, to align with Lucas's vision of a 9-part saga, a bold move that sparked debate on X. Purists argue the original title preserves its standalone purity, while saga fans embrace the broader context. The subtitle, A New Hope, reflected the film's hopeful tone, resonating with a post-Vietnam America craving heroism. This retitling, risky without confirmed sequels, showcased Lucas's confidence, transforming Star Wars into a cultural cornerstone. The debate continues, with fans citing the title's evolution as a symbol of the franchise's adaptability and enduring relevance in cinema history. 3. Studio skepticism and industry resistance. In the 1970s, sci-fi was deemed risky after 2001. A Space Odyssey, 1968, underperformed commercially. Universal and United Artists rejected Star Wars, fearing its high-concept narrative and untested director. 20th Century Fox, reeling from losses on Cleopatra, 1963, greenlit it reluctantly, nearly canceling it during pre-production. Fox imposed a tight budget, doubting its appeal in an era of introspective films like The Godfather, 1972. Lucas's persistence, detailed in biographies like Skywalking, defied industry norms. The film's success, grossing $775.4 million, saved Fox and birthed the blockbuster era, proving sci-fi's mass appeal. Fans on X highlight this triumph, noting how Lucas's vision reshaped Hollywood's approach to genre filmmaking, paving the way for franchises like Marvel. 4. Lucas's merchandising genius. Lucas waived his $500,000 directing fee for sequel rights and 40% of merchandising, a revolutionary deal when merchandising was an afterthought. By 1995, Star Wars toys, action figures, vehicles, and playsets sold over 500 million units, generating billions. Kenner's Millennium Falcon and Darth Vader figures became cultural icons, setting a template for modern franchises. This deal, negotiated with a cash-strapped Fox, gave Lucas creative control and financial independence, making him a billionaire. Fans on X marvel at his foresight, citing it as a business masterstroke taught in film schools. The merchandising boom transformed Star Wars into a lifestyle brand, influencing everything from toys to theme parks, and remains a cornerstone of its global dominance. 5. Mark Hamill's accident and Luke's depth. Mark Hamill, a relatively unknown actor, brought earnestness to Luke Skywalker. A January 1977 car accident required facial surgery, with scars visible in The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, during the Wampa attack, cleverly integrated into the story. Hamill's recovery mirrored Luke's arc of overcoming adversity, adding authenticity. His performance, blending vulnerability and courage, made Luke a relatable everyman. Fans on X praise Hamill's dedication, noting how personal challenges deepened his portrayal. Interviews reveal his commitment to Lucas's vision, despite initial obscurity. Hamill's journey, from unknown to icon, parallels Luke's, cementing the character as a timeless hero whose longing for adventure resonates across generations. 6. Harrison Ford's unlikely rise. Harrison Ford, a carpenter and bit-part actor, was cast as Han Solo after reading lines during auditions. His natural charisma outshone contenders like Kurt Russell and Christopher Walken. Ford's roguish charm, honed in American Graffiti, 1973, defined Han as a cynical smuggler with a heart. His performance, marked by improvisational wit, I know, made Han a cultural archetype, influencing characters like Indiana Jones. Fans on X celebrate Ford's rise from obscurity, a Star Wars hallmark. His casting, a serendipitous accident, reflects the film's knack for turning unlikely bets into triumphs, with Han's swagger embodying the saga's rebellious spirit. 7. Carrie Fisher's accent and Leia's legacy. Carrie Fisher, aged 19, adopted a British accent early in filming to match Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan, reverting to her natural voice per Lucas's direction. This subtle inconsistency underscores Leia's blend of regality and grit. Fisher's fierce, witty performance made Leia a feminist icon, challenging damsel stereotypes. Her memoirs, like The Princess Diarist, 2016, reveal the role's pressures, adding depth to her legacy. Fans on X laud Leia's strength, citing her as a trailblazer for female characters. Fisher's chemistry with Ford and defiance against Vader solidified Leia as a cultural touchstone, inspiring generations of fans and filmmakers. 8. Alec Guinness's reluctant brilliance. Alec Guinness, an Oscar winner for The Bridge on the River Kwai, 1957, called the script mumbo-jumbo, but joined for $150,000 plus 2% profits, earning $7 million by 1983. His gravitas as Obi-Wan Kenobi lent mythic weight to lines like, "May the Force be with you." Despite fan frustrations, Guinness mentored Hamill and warmed to the role, as noted in his letters. Fans on X admire his ability to bridge classic cinema with sci-fi, anchoring Star Wars' emotional core. His performance, blending wisdom and warmth, made Obi-Wan a sage whose legacy endures in the saga's mythology. 9. Peter Cushing's Slippers and Menace. Peter Cushing, a horror icon from Dracula, 1958, played Grand Moff Tarkin with chilling authority. Uncomfortable in tight military boots, he wore slippers, with camera angles concealing his feet. His steely gaze and precise delivery made Tarkin a standout villain, rivaling Vader. Fans on X praise Cushing's professionalism, which elevated the ensemble. His choice of comfort reflects Star Wars' practical ingenuity, blending polish with pragmatism. Cushing's performance, rooted in decades of genre work, added gravitas, making Tarkin a memorable antagonist whose menace lingers in the saga's lore. 10. Anthony Daniels' C-3PO Sacrifice. Anthony Daniels endured grueling conditions in the C-3PO suit inspired by Metropolis, 1927. The heavy fiberglass caused leg injuries, friction burns, and restricted movement, with hours-long fittings and no bathroom breaks. Daniels's comedic performance, infusing C-3PO with fussiness, made the droid a fan favorite. Interviews detail his resilience, earning X-fans' admiration. His sacrifice underscores the human effort behind Star Wars' fantastical elements, a recurring theme. C-3PO's dynamic with R2. D2, rooted in Daniels' commitment, added humor and heart, cementing the droid as a saga staple. 11th, Darth Vader's voice controversy. David Prowse, a bodybuilder, physically embodied Darth Vader, delivering lines on set. Lucas dubbed them with James Earl Jones's resonant baritone for deeper menace, a decision Prowse learned at the premiere, causing resentment. Jones's voice, paired with Prowse's imposing presence, created a legendary villain. Fans on X debate the ethics of the swap, but agree Vader's impact is unmatched. The choice reflects Star Wars' collaborative tensions, with Jones's delivery, "I am your father," defining cinematic evil. Vader's duality, physical and vocal, remains a masterstroke, shaping antagonists across genres. 12. Chewbacca's primal roars. Sound designer Ben Burt crafted Chewbacca's roars by mixing bear, lion, walrus, and badger sounds, recorded at zoos and farms. This organic approach gave the Wookiee, played by Peter Mayhew, a soulful, primal presence. Burt's memoir details the process, which influenced creature sounds in Jurassic Park, 1993. Fans on X love Chewbacca's expressive roars, which convey loyalty and ferocity. The sound design, paired with Mayhew's towering performance, made Chewbacca a beloved companion, embodying Star Wars' ability to create authentic alien worlds through innovative techniques. 13. R2-D2's emotional beeps. Burt created R2-D2's beeps using an ARP-2600 synthesizer and his own vocalizations, crafting a voice of curiosity and bravery. This blend of technology and humanity made R2-D2 universally adored, transcending language. Burt's technique, a sci-fi benchmark, shaped robotic characters like BB-8. Fans on X cite R2-D2's expressiveness as a testament to sound's emotional power. The droid's role as a narrative catalyst, from delivering Leia's message to aiding Luke, underscores Burt's genius, making R2-D2 a cultural icon whose beeps resonate across generations. 14. Lightsabers' iconic design. Lightsabers were rotoscoped over reflective dowels for their glowing effect, with hums from projector motors and TV interference, per Burt's writings. This visual-auditory synergy gave lightsabers a tactile, electrifying presence, influencing pop culture from toys to video games. Fans on X hail the lightsaber as Star Wars' defining symbol, embodying the Force's duality. The effect, blending art and technology, set a visual effects standard, earning an Oscar. Its cultural impact, seen in cosplay and media, reflects Star Wars' ability to create enduring icons through innovative design. 15. John Williams's timeless score. John Williams's score, inspired by Erich Korngold's King's Row, 1942, and Wagner, was recorded with the London Symphony Orchestra, selling 2 million albums by 1978. Tracks like The Force Theme became cultural touchstones, earning an Oscar. Fans on X call it the saga's emotional heart, elevating pulp to epic. Williams's grandeur, blending intimacy and spectacle, influenced scores from Harry Potter to The Mandalorian. The score's universal appeal, performed in concerts worldwide, underscores Star Wars' musical legacy, making Williams a cinematic legend whose work defines the franchise. 16. Cantina Band's Alien Jazz. Williams' jizz music for the Mos Eisley Cantina used steel drums, clarinets, and synthesizers, creating a futuristic vibe. Later retconned as a Star Wars genre, the track's playful energy captured the Cantina's alien diversity. Fans on X love its quirky charm, seen in parodies like The Simpsons. Williams's versatility, blending jazz with sci-fi, added texture to the film's world-building. The scene, with its bizarre creatures, became a cultural touchstone, showcasing Star Wars' ability to merge familiar and alien elements into a memorable, immersive experience. 17. Tusken Raider's Donkey. Howell Burt improvised the Tusken Raider's howl by mimicking a donkey, a spontaneous choice Lucas encouraged. This sound, detailed in Burt's memoir, added authenticity to Tatooine's nomadic tribes. Fans on X appreciate the Raiders' menacing yet quirky presence, despite limited screen time. The howl, paired with their distinctive design, enriched Star Wars world-building, making Tatooine feel alive. Burt's creativity reflects the film's collaborative spirit, where small details, like an alien cry, contribute to its immersive, believable universe. 18. Industrial Light and Magic's Revolution. Lucas founded Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, to create Star Wars 365 effects shots, a 1977 record. Led by John Dykstra, ILM pioneered motion control cameras for precise spaceship movements and optical compositing for layered visuals. Fans on X credit ILM with revolutionizing cinema, influencing Jurassic Park, 1993, and Avatar, 2009. The effects, from X-Wing battles to the Death Star explosion, earned an Oscar, setting a new standard. ILM's legacy, detailed in histories, underscores Star Wars' technical innovation, transforming filmmaking and making sci-fi visually spectacular. 19th. Millennium Falcon's burger inspiration. The Millennium Falcon's design, inspired by a half-eaten burger Lucas saw, replaced a sleeker concept resembling Space, 1999. Ralph McQuarrie's asymmetrical junkyard aesthetic embodied Han Solo's scrappy charm. Fans on X call the Falcon a sci-fi icon, influencing ships in Firefly. Described as the fastest hunk of junk, it became a cultural symbol, seen in toys and theme parks. The design's organic origins reflect Star Wars' creative spontaneity, turning a mundane inspiration into a beloved element of the saga's visual identity. 20. Tatooine's Tunisian authenticity. Tatooine's desert scenes, filmed in Tunisia's Matmata and Tozeur, grounded Star Wars' fantastical elements. Luke's home, a troglodyte dwelling, is now a Star Wars-themed hotel, drawing fans globally. Sandstorms delayed shoots, mirroring Luke's isolation, as noted in production logs. Fans on X praised Tunisia's landscapes, enhanced by John Barry's matte paintings, for creating a believable alien world. The setting's tactile realism, rooted in real locations, showcases Lucas's commitment to authenticity, making Tatooine a vivid backdrop for Luke's journey. 21st. Trash Compactor's gritty realism. The Death Star trash compactor scene, with its waterlogged, garbage-filled set, was so filthy that Mark Hamill burst a blood vessel holding his breath. Makeup hid the injury, but the scene's intensity with the Dianoga creature made it a fan favorite. Fans on X love its blend of danger and humor, a Star Wars hallmark. The set's visceral quality, detailed in behind-the-scenes accounts, reflects the film's ability to balance spectacle with character-driven moments, creating a memorable, claustrophobic sequence that resonates with audiences. 22nd. Stormtrooper bloopers charm. A stormtrooper hitting his head on a Death Star door, an accident by extra Laurie Good, was kept for humor. This blooper, now a meme, humanizes the faceless troopers, endearing Star Wars to fans on X. Its inclusion reflects the film's light-hearted charm, balancing high stakes with levity. The moment, celebrated in fan culture, underscores Star Wars' willingness to embrace imperfections, making it relatable. Good's accidental legacy highlights the collaborative, spontaneous spirit that shaped the film's enduring appeal. 23rd. Budget overruns and near bankruptcy. Star Wars budget rose from $8 million to $11 million due to ILM's effects, Tunisia's logistics, and editing delays. Lucas, funding it via loans, faced near bankruptcy, as detailed in Skywalking. Fox's pressure to cut costs added stress, but the film's $775.4 million gross saved the studio. Fans on X admire Lucas's risk-taking, which proved his vision's worth. The financial struggle underscores Star Wars' high stakes, with its success transforming Hollywood's approach to big-budget filmmaking and securing Lucas's legacy. 24. Han shot first debate. In the original cantina scene, Han Solo shoots Greedo first, reflecting his rogue persona. The 1997 special edition altered it to show Greedo firing, sparking fan outrage on X. The change, seen as softening Han's edge, remains a flashpoint, symbolizing resistance to Lucas's revisions. Fans argue the original aligns with Han's arc, while defenders of the edit cite narrative clarity. The controversy highlights Star Wars' passionate fandom, with Han shot first becoming a rallying cry for purists and a testament to the film's cultural impact. 25. Yoda's strategic absence. Yoda, referenced by Obi-Wan but absent in A New Hope, was created for The Empire Strikes Back to deepen Luke's journey. Lucas's decision to introduce a mentor after Obi-Wan's death added narrative richness, making Yoda's debut pivotal. Fans on X praise this serialized storytelling, which built anticipation. Yoda's absence in 1977 allowed Obi-Wan to shine, while setting up a legendary character whose wisdom shaped the saga. This strategic choice reflects Star Wars' long-term vision, enhancing its mythic structure. 26. Box office domination. Grossing $775.4 million worldwide, $460.9 million domestically. Star Wars was the highest-grossing film until E.T., 1982. Its May 25, 1977, premiere at Grauman's Chinese Theater with fans lining up marked the blockbuster era's birth. Repeat viewings and word-of-mouth drove its success, as noted in box office records. Fans on X credit it with redefining cinema as a communal event, influencing Jaws, 1975, and Titanic, 1997. The film's financial triumph saved Fox, proving the power of genre filmmaking. 27th. Premiere Panic to Triumph. Lucas feared failure at the premiere, but the audience's cheers for the opening crawl signaled a phenomenon. Star Wars tapped into a post-Watergate desire for clear-cut heroism, offering escape in a cynical era. Fans on X recall the frenzy, with lines around theaters. The film's communal appeal, rooted in its universal story, reshaped cinema culture, making it a shared experience. Its success, defying Lucas's doubts, underscores Star Wars' ability to connect with audiences, creating a cultural shift. 28. Over the Rainbow. Homage. The twin suns scene, with Luke gazing longingly, echoes Dorothy's yearning in The Wizard of Oz, 1939, as noted by Vanity Fair. Scored by Williams's Force theme, it captures hope and destiny, resonating universally. Fans on X call it Star Wars' defining image, evoking emotional depth. Lucas's homage, blending personal and mythic storytelling, underscores the film's timeless appeal. The scene's cultural impact, seen in fan art and tributes, reflects Star Wars' ability to inspire across generations. 29th Oscar wins and Lucas's snub nominated for 10 Oscars, Star Wars won 6: Best Art Direction, Sound, Editing, Visual Effects, Costume Design, Score, and a Special Achievement for Sound. Lucas lost Best Director to Woody Allen for Annie Hall, 1977. A snub fans on X still debate. The wins, especially for ILM and Williams, set industry standards, influencing awards categories. Star Wars' technical achievements, celebrated globally, highlight its innovation, with the snub underscoring the Academy's bias against genre films at the time. 30. National Film Registry Honor. In 1989, Star Wars was among the first 25 films selected for the National Film Registry, recognized for its cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. This Library of Congress honor affirmed its status as a cinematic milestone, influencing filmmaking and pop culture. Fans on X celebrate its preservation, ensuring future generations experience its magic. The selection reflects Star Wars' universal impact, from inspiring filmmakers to shaping fan culture, cementing its place as a touchstone of modern storytelling. So, there you have it, 30 little-known facts that prove Star Wars. A New Hope wasn't just a movie, it was lightning in a bottle. A film born out of rejection, fueled by innovation, and carried by a team who had no idea they were building a legend. From sound design sorcery to script tweaks that sparked decades of fan debate, every detail tells a story of risks, genius, and a bit of galactic luck. If these behind-the-scenes insights made you see the film in a whole new light, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more cinematic deep dives, and drop a comment with your favorite trivia, or a fact we might have missed. Whether your Team Han shot first, or still stunned by the budget drama, one thing's for sure: the force behind Star Wars is as fascinating as the saga itself. Thanks for watching, and may the trivia be with you, always.